So I am the villain.
What the fuck is this? But that was definitely, if you couldn't tell, we're gonna be talking about Nikocadoavacado and his insane weight loss journey, if you want to call it that, where he describes himself as fooling the entire internet and then going on a monologue that's only DC probably wants to copyright, as it's like if the weird anime kid in the back decided to raise his hand and talk for once.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment of my entire life.
And I'm gonna have to stop you right there, because I don't know what the social experiment you're talking about is. I don't know if you know this. Most people, or at least anybody with more than 2 brain cells and cognitive frontal lobe, would be able to discern that, hey, this dude sitting on a bed pretending to himself for views and content is obviously playing a character. Anybody could have figured that out. I don't know. Is it just me who's a little bit lost and confused here on what's really going on? Because if you want to consider this a social experiment, at least tell me what the results are, which I hope we get to later in this video.
Search of stories, ideas, rivalries, where they feel encouraged and engaged, where they involve themselves with the stories and become a product of influence. Thirsty for distraction from time unspent, spoiling their minds, yet stimulating them at the same time. It's brilliant and it's dangerous.
If I'm being honest, this just feels more like a production or an audition tape at this point. All these hand movements, everything that you're doing, what you're saying, are you reading the Joker 2 script right now and just reenacting it for us? What is really going on here, bro?
I feel as if I'm monitoring ants on an ant farm. One follows another, follows another, follows another. It's mesmerizing. It's spellbinding. All these little consumers, all of these lost and bored people consuming anything that they're told to consume.
So basically in his social experiment, he's looking at us as ants, looking down upon us, being told to consume the content we're consuming, because a lot of content creators, if you don't know, have made videos about him, saying his weight loss journey is pretty bad for his health, and among other things, how he acts is very odd and weird, which if you've sat through even one of his videos, you'd probably come to the same consensus. The funny thing is, the fact that you're using the word consuming when that's most of your content. It's just eating food. It's a mukbanger. Oh my.
So I am the villain because I've made myself one. And you will continue to consume these stories about me year after year after year. For as long as I tell the internet that I am the villain, stories that permeate and linger and infect the minds of the ants, influence the ants, brainwash the ants. You are the ants.
Holy, this is unrelated to what we just heard, but his mic, why is it picking up all that background noise, bro? You've been doing YouTube for years, barely have been doing this, and even my mic doesn't sound that bad, and I allegedly stole this from Walmart. So we really have to look into that. Secondly, he is basically saying that people are going to keep telling stories about him because he's going to play the villain, coming up with any type of drama, if you couldn't tell, for people to keep talking about him continuously, as we are help fed that, and that's what he wants. Unfortunately for him, this is the internet, so any story that talks about him, it will be lost to time in like 4 days, a week, even shorter. Honestly, people might not even care. I'm a day late on this.
Today I woke up from a very long dream, and I also woke up having lost 250 pounds off of my body. Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring and irrelevant.
You just woke up losing 200 pounds? Lost 200 pounds. And that's quick. Oh my God. Let's just start with that. That is actually insane, but also a little concerning as well, because you already know people are going to say, oh my God, the Ozempic is going crazy. The Ozempic is hitting the Ozempic. Bro, please shut the fuck up if you're going to comment that. I don't want to hear it. That actually takes a lot of hard work and dedication, and I'm not surprised. If y'all didn't know before this, he used to be a vegan YouTuber, so I'm not surprised that he can put himself on a meal plan and work out to lose all that weight. Not that crazy. What is crazy though is the fact that, hey, he sat there and knew people were still going to be talking crazy about him, and the timing of it is insane, because recently Son of YouTube had dropped a video talking about Nikocadoavacado, and that video did pretty well, with a lot of people also reacting to it, so he was still relevant it even without having to have posted. And if, as he said, all these breakdowns were basically staged and just used as a social experiment to see how people would act, that I can actually give him credit for. Now, why would somebody want to basically gain all this weight just to do that? I don't know, and I am very curious as to the reasoning why. If his reasoning is just, you know what, I just felt like it. God damn it, bro, you're on the little Uzi just completing side missions, because who in God's name has time to gain this much weight, gain this much popularity, then at the same time plan breakdowns just so that they can see how people engage with it, see what other reaction and commentary YouTubers will say, and then lose all that weight secretly just to see what people do. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I know you're talking like an anime protagonist, but if you're really doing stuff like that, you're moving like one as well.
People are the most messed up creatures on the entire planet. And yet I've still managed to stay 2 steps ahead of everyone. The joke's on you.
This actually goes a step further though, as people dug up old videos of Nick, and this speech is actually old. This is the same speech he said before when he was a bigger weight. I'm only gonna play you part of it because I mean it's literally word for word what he just said 2 seconds ago, but just so you can get the gist.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment I've come to know. Certainly the greatest social experiment my entire life. I feel as if my life has been positioned to where I'm monitoring ants. One follows another, follows another, follows another. It's
again, it does not end there though, as he posted another video on his second channel basically giving us some insight on how long he was gone for while he was doing this weight loss journey.
I don't even know if people like me or if they want to hear from me. I haven't made a video for like 2 years.
For 2 years. For 2 years he has been gone. He has been gone on this weight loss journey, basically doing this all in secret with a back catalog that was filled to the brim, mind you, because even though he wasn't posting as often as he used to, he was still posting consistently on multiple channels while doing this. I don't know if I can say he manipulated the internet, because I don't know what he would have manipulated us into believing, that he was an angry, upset person all the time. I mean, anybody again with common sense could have figured out that what he was doing was just a character, or maybe it's just us other content creators who can just tell or discern things. I hope that the common person will be able to look at that and be like, man, the guy that's crying and getting all this attention because of it is repeatedly crying and doing the same thing over and over again, which in turn gets him more attention, in turn gives him more views, and those views translate into dollars into his pocket. I would just pray that a normal person could pick up on that, you know? Maybe I'm just putting too much faith into y'all. I hope not. At least for my subscribers, I hope y'all were able to figure that out. But what I will give him credit for is definitely the weight loss, because that is unfathomable. 2 years, 200+ pounds. My guy was working like he was trying to be Saitama or something. That is definitely commendable. And again, I hope people see this and go on their own weight loss journey. That's probably insane. I would not be surprised if he inspired some people. But those are just my thoughts and opinions. And if you want to tell me your thoughts, the best place to do that would be the comment section down below. And if you did enjoy this video, a like would be very much appreciated, along with, if you're new here and you like the content, subscribing would be amazing. But that's enough for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.